Alrighty, happy Thursday, happy November 20th. Today actually turned out to be a pretty good trading day. It actually came out to be the best trading day of this week, and even though my honest expectations were was pretty much pretty low, right? That I was pretty much not wanting to trade at all. I pretty much just wanted to call it a day. But we obviously came in, followed our rules. Once I noticed that I did the best of my ability, I immediately just called it a day, right? So, um, kind of crazy. Um, Overall, my bullish was sells. It was bearish, right? So that means sells. However, I was honestly thinking that we could. I mean, looking at the charts, it honestly kind of looked like we were just bouncing over here. So this again, the guys, the 6:30 a.m. is the market opening of the New York session, PST time zone, right, in California of United States of America. Um, Now, ideally, I kind of saw that we're doing this type of action, and I wanted to basically see it do the same, right? So it's kind of crazy, and I can't lie. Even though I came to the market being um, bearish, meaning I wanted to see it sell. I think I said bullish earlier, but I came into the market wanting to basically see it sell off, but seeing this market and just seeing the common trend, what we're doing, and not to mention if I also just use a basically what is this, a array? We're basically in this type of action, right? So like every time we came down, we immediately bounced back up and immediately just retested just for a spike back up, and it kind of seems sense, right? But trend lines don't really work. I don't fall for it. I mean, maybe to a certain degree with certain stocks or commodities, it may work, whatnot. Every stock is completely different. So uh, but with Nas 100, right, with Nasdaq, with Nas 100, whether you're trading futures or forex, um, it's kind of crazy. I immediately got in pre-market. This is the you know each candles are in increments of 15 minutes each, right? So from 6:15 to 6:30, I entered that candle for a buy, right? So where it actually just closed right before the market opening candle. I got in a buy. I got in a buy at 6:17, 6:18 a.m. 12 minutes before pre-market. I mean, 12 minutes before the market opening. Um, I kind of knew that if we could break this, it could be a crazy day. But she just immediately tapped it, and then we were kind of looking like it was gonna sell off, right? So, um, kind of weird because looking over here to the left, it kind of seemed like we came up, immediately came down, immediately came up to this blue line, came down, and now we see that dragging it not to obviously we already could tell from that side, but not looking anything more to the left of this price action, just kind of looking at what happened last night. Came up, dropped, came up, dropped, came up, dropped, came up, dropped, right? So many taps for this to actually say that, hey, this is a good zone. um Now, I did want to see this basically do the same thing, come up, come down, another tap of it, a simple retest for a final breakthrough. That was not the case, and immediately, I wasn't a buy. I was like 10 points in profit, but I just saw that we weren't breaking this, and that immediately made me question, well, it's kind of in a weird spot. And since we've basically been so bullish, practically this whole week, not Thursday and Friday, they have to be extremely heavy sell offs right now. I don't know too much about tomorrow's sentiment, and even then, I prefer to keep that to my group, to my Discord, right? So, by the way, guys, um, if you want to basically be part of my inner circle, it's going to be right here, right? So, we have, I should probably do that. We have a lot of people. We actually just have 29 people, and we literally just started this a week ago. So we're really fast. We're growing fast. Um, pretty supportive, to be honest. I mean, there was somebody in here who actually said, I think it was last night. Man, see, this is how much we're talking. This is all today's, right? This is all today. All these people asking me of my opinions, tagging me, right? So, um, actually, just I want to find and just give you guys a little trial, a little see through what you can find in this in my free Discord, right? There's absolutely no charges and there's no courses, right? You can now. There's some people who are pretty serious with gym, right? Their physiques and everything look a little vote, a little poll. Did anyone go to the gym? And not a lot of people worked out today, so it is what it is. He got a little bit mad. Obviously, then we have a little food, little section, and then we have a little chat, and then we have the profits tab where, a lot of people again are tagging me. A lot of people green, right? So if you click this, I mean, you can see it right here, 1300, right? So 1300. I mean, if you could see this guy made a band today, right? So, um, look, right? So $300. And then this is mine, right? So if you really want to know, this is my primary account. I made 1150, and my small account, even my small account, that just has $200. I made $90 of it, right? So I made 40% of basically my starting capital in profit. So look, it just can't get more serious than this. It just can't get better than this, right? $1,300. We're talking about it. We were actually talking about this morning, and I was telling them exactly what I was looking at. And then we're done trading. I was like, "Yo, we just stop trading." Told them what to take. Ideally, hinted to them what I will be taking, and then and the rest is just goes down, right? So, and we also talk about other things. Everybody's asking me all types of questions because I've been trading for a long time, right? I've been trading for I've been trading 9 years, but 7 years I'm freaking profitable, right? So in 7 years, I've been officially trading with a firm. So this is my credentials. I even sent somebody in here that might have been a few days ago, or maybe I might have deleted it. But I don't want to scroll too much because we actually talk a lot, and I can't find a message. I remember it was yesterday where somebody told me that we have good energy, good vibes, and just another profit right here, right? Another profit. So he should have actually posted it in the profits tab. But anyways, you guys get the gist of it. We're really supportive. Where everybody's trying to help each other. I mean, we got both, guys and girls, and everybody in between, if you will, right? um, Another reason for you to want to be part of a community that's like-minded, that helps you to promote this positivity and to promote the idea that trading could work out, and to, I mean, that's where everything starts off, with the idea, right? And then once you have the idea, then you can actually try to find strategies. There's people in here with different strategies as well. There's I mean, I'm an old school trader and an investor, so I'll obviously compare how I see the markets and how all these other guys see the things. It's very, very different right now. A lot of people keep tagging me. A lot of people drop these gifs, these memes, right? It's freaking hilarious. I love these guys, truthfully. Even when there's a red day, people still put it in the chat, right? Now this guy overtraded. I love him. He knows it too. Everybody in here just have been absolutely no negativity in the week. Officially, we've been open for a week now. We opened on the 13th, and right now, today is the 20th. So, it's just, and then when there's something, you guys can see it here. They tag me, join call, or then they say something like, hey, see, I mean, yeah, obviously there's profanity. It is what it is. But, we say it straight, right? But at the same time, we're trying our best to make sure that nobody overtrades. There's rules, right? So even if you just want to try it out, and just leave a little comment for the Discord in the comments, and I'll send the link over and tag you guys, right, individually. So, but I'm not. Of course, I at least want to talk to people and just say a hi or get a hi before I just let anybody join in, because that's where a lot of trolls come in. That's where a lot of people who want to take advantage of our signals, to take advantage of our, of our positive, of a little hearty community, if you will, right? A community where we're basically all kind to each other and showing our hearts to each other. We don't just want anybody now, right? So that can't just be the case. But again, if you're serious about this and if you really want to grow, this is definitely the place, right? So I remember I was in a I've been in discords where there's hundreds, where there's thousands of people, and next thing you know, especially when there's profit or when there's losses or right after market opening, my comment literally by the time I enter it, by the time I type it and enter it and submit it, man, my comment is already like 30 40 messages up, right? So my message gets overlooked, or I should say doesn't get looked at all, and nobody even sees it. Nobody even if it's a question, I just completely just feel ignored. And it happened in few servers, few different times in my life, especially when I was a newbie. I really wanted to grow. I wanted to ask. I have asked a lot of questions, stupid or not. It doesn't matter. A question is still a question, right? So don't think you're dumb. Don't think you're stupid. Just show up and be honest, right? Be transparent. If you made a mistake, and even if it was a dumbass or see-through mistake, I mean, nobody's gonna say that you're stupid. Or maybe even if they will, they're definitely trying to tell you in an aspect of what you should have been looking at and how you should have approached the situation, right? So trading, regardless of who says what kind of energy is displayed, trading is always going to humble you, right? So again, let's get back to the setup. I got a little bit carried off. I mean, I love the Discord. Yes, even though it's mine, I mean, it takes multiple people to make a community, to make a server, right? So I'm not anybody to take the credit of anything, truth to be told. um but anyways, now I took a buy, but the moment she was retracing, and I did adjust my stop loss to break even, but the moment I saw her retracing, I was like, she's gonna dump. I was so convinced. And then exactly when I was thinking in the back of my mind, well, we've been bullish all week long. It has to be bearish now, right? The bears have to step in, and it made perfect sense. This candle had fluffed up 3 times and then just kept coming down, right? It just kept coming down. I kid you not. It was literally to the top of that wick, down, top of that wick, down. And then when it went top of the wick again, I took a sell. I actually took a sell like right here, maybe a little bit lower. And then I just wanted to see her basically break what I was thinking that could be support. Because if we could break that, that's definitely proof that, hey, we nailed it, right? Now, I didn't actually. I'm looking at this now, and I'm realizing, you know what? This honestly should have been a great TP zone right here, right? Now look at what had happened. She immediately retested it, and I got in again, and she just tanked, right? So, but I didn't get this full move, guys. I mean, even then, she didn't even come close to this, to be honest. But even then, um, she broke it. I wasn't expecting that, but then when she did come back, I took another sell, and next thing you know, she was just dropping. Yeah, it was here. She was just dropping, right? And let me just cancel that. Of course, we've had a very, very, very bearish day, right? So if we were to basically measure from market opening to all the way down here, look, that's what, 19, almost 2,000, or almost 1,200 points. Sorry, almost 1,200 points. So that's what I love about the forex and futures market. A lot of people think about order flow. I mean, I've worked at a company where there's order ticket machines, order flows, in other words, book maps. We have all these type of equipment and machinery available to our use. And I'm gonna be brutally honest, unless if you're looking at stocks, unless if you're doing options, you really, and unless if you're looking at individual stock earnings and their price action, you don't need none of that, right? So that's the advantage of trading basically any one of these on my watch list, right? So I no longer trade basically anything below NAS 100. I mean, US 30 I'll touch it from time to time, but to be honest, NAS 100 is my baby. And a lot of people, especially newbies, they think they need every single thing to help them understand how to trade NAS 100. It's generally not gonna help. I mean, I don't know how to break this to people, but NAS 100 and US 30, NAS 100, they're a complication of stocks, right? So NAS 100 is 100 tech company stocks. US 30 is a combination of the top 30 performing stocks in the United States of America, right? So you can't make this up. You really can't make this up. And people think that if you look at an order flow, you can actually understand these type of stuff. No, you have to look at multiple. For NAS 100, I actually, in order to trade this as a stock, I actually have to look at all the individual top earning stocks. So I keep an eye on the 10 to 15 top stocks, and whatever typically strikes as the first 5 to 10 stocks. Whether that's green or whether it's red, that's obviously what's going to take over market opening. That's not even 90% accurate, to be honest. That's more so like 70-75% accuracy. However, it's a great way to measure momentum and volume in terms of what to expect for price action, right? So, but a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people want the basically, they think that there's a hidden way to basically be 100% win rate, and there's no such thing when it comes to trading or investments, as for sure, right? So look, that's all I wanted to say. We come in each and every day, whether it's just to learn or whether it's to actually and genuinely trade. There's a lesson to learn, right? So believe it or not, I mean, I took, on my small account, I took 2 trades. On my primary account, I took 3 trades as well. I mean, you guys saw it. I just showed you guys over here, right? So I'm not really a fan of showing my profits, to be honest, but it is what it is. And then this is not to even mention, obviously, my third account, which I can't disclose that for legal reasons, right? But excuse me. All I wanted to show you guys was this. Now we have one more day of this week. I've been green this whole freaking week except for Monday, which was a break even and slightly in a loss. And the journey continues, and I'm gonna look back at this trade after posting this to YouTube, and I want to see my Discord to see basically how we could have done better and whatnot, right? So we hop on a lot of VC, we hop on voice chat, sorry, and then we talk about these type of things, right? So what we could have done better, and even though I've been trading for such a long time in comparison to most almost 90-95% of the traders now or investors now, I still been trading the longest time, or such a long time, I should say, and I still have so much to learn. I know people who have colleagues and friends who have been trading for nearly 10 to 15 years, and guess what? They're still keeping an open mind, because that's exactly the cost of being in this industry, that you always have to learn, and you always generally have to be very open-minded, right? And you have to be quick, right? So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much, guys, for showing love. Please subscribe, please drop a like, drop a comment, and of course, if you want to be in my Discord, hey, just drop a comment, and I'll immediately just respond to that with the link or whatever, right? Whatever may be the case. So as always, guys, it's tradition. Peace, love, and cheers. Thank you.